Abusian fe badamase otumfo nyankopon hiro bia se wajebre na ohwe super A1 TV ebraso se yede Osom Ahintasem ede bremu dwumadi dwade bia ene baso ewo super A1 TV so eno nti se ne na ado afidi na to ha ohwe bia frofofro ka kire ne se dwumadi so nkokra ekoso nti ono nso hwehwe super A1 TV ekira kwan na ontumi emfa ne ho medwan ne ye mesrawo ye nam dwumadi nso okira ade nti nso suade Osom ahodo ewo wiase ena ya fato ye ho so se betena se na ye suamu ade maako Ahintasem a ewo ebiemu se de be ya wo de wotimu no nso obehu kwan obefa so a obebo obra wo mesanse obitisum bi onim de ekosum enso wagye ata ne ni ase dendenden a onte ase yedamase sembaye ne sa dwumadi no yatena se no ebreso a ebemu akwanya na nso wode aba enti so person de message ne ba eno nso ye betwero kwan obefa so a wode message beba na yakenka ma otumfo nyankopon aya adom ene nso Matenase Henry Safo akwani obetumi from Sofo connection major so papa yi ene me brother Haro Krishnas omo na ye no omo ehia enne na eye brother Bagavadas on temple president ewo Iskon Kumase enti obehu omo emena ono ena ye ne tenase na yase di dwumada ne de nyina no otabra dwumadi so ena nso watenase amenso matenase ti dwumade no ns wanhwe bia be ya papa yi ti bomoden frofofro na ono nso emfa na fidie no to super A1 TV meda se so be ne sa e dia mame enne ye ba behwe last week no o mai hu niam bia wo Hare Krishna esum no yen jimtum yen allow didi kan yen dinam yen di enam bia kusua yen di wo ho chese strictly untumi nko ho de tosumienu chacha gambling games ahodo omunye ntum yenye bi ewo esum ne mu de tosumiensa alcohol obi ba bra no obubu fifa so wahunu aduane obi di kora wo hunu na kire se otumi to aduane si wo na de ache so bio no asan atamakoto agu kwa wate ya se so obi ba broba no mensa gidigidi ye no mensa ewo ho de twato se sawo no oba benya nhyiamudie ana bema ne bema ana oba no oba nhyiamudie mpacho chiwade kase ewo ho na oba ne bema nhyiamudie no de ma omunyi ntum ye se onye oba ho ade a ntumi fa ho nko ba kai case na no de papa yi illicit sex ene ye ba behwe ne aka ho asebedase bagavata kwaba
yeah medas
me jiri se radio adum ho ye
na daroma omayan kwan de na yasada
na je se sa pepepe asen hu han foforo
na kre
na kwasem ne se last week niema last weeks niema ye boboso ne bia no odin but on say last one de yentumi ankom kese but nankofo nso interest ho no was ro papa ya mo pese o mu hunu mu in fact say ubi benya nhyiamudi anaso ubi benya oba ne bema benya nhyiamudi a ennam ne kwan so mbra kwan so say o ma ye beti asese wo Hare Krishna enchechiri mu no agise why oba ho ade nsa na otumi akọ oba ho ne na che say ade friends empratwe ho de bi yenso so enya sa
yes because so called empratwe ya kala courtship share your moral groundings and then I say emotional maturity but the combination of meaning in us and say is no and see and yet just say obane bema champna and and na asem na mum say obane bema no ebe ti omo ho ase no mo hu omo ina psychology omo background omo emotional maturity omo behavior ani ade no ma so mienu betimi atena nti even your system no Vedic system you say your favorite compatibility test so ansa na oba ne be ma be chi ase on person mo ye ahokafo no mo ware no in astrology and from the stars no etudo bia ye can say we say menene or chemistry obi was we dey menene free bond ton ba na menene free tribe ba kon says in your different ways are connected but the stars on such by no astrological backgrounds no actually say to be a boy how I fire where water me no share emfa ba ko du ba ko ja ba ko so emma ba ko nye eji ba ko kan so huru ba ko so dum ba ko ja the sex union no enya compatible in Krishna consciousness na Hare Krishna no ansa na oba be mabeti omeko counseling ni ade nyina no the first thing I say here so about compatibility test ahwe so mean no if astrologically no me very compatible and after compatibility test no na for taste and preference say omu no mo taste the same because
bagavata he ma me buse bibiu sa text na wo ka ho asem no hwan mo na beboa mo mbe o ma na be
dabi
na kwan be no mbefa so mbetumi aye sa test no
sa test no etini ase obusuaku ana society bia na ye wo mo amonim de monim from enim sakraya na mysterious the mysteries of life
okay
metimi yes an hwɛ mu nti wo hwɛ first yana nanom no so ba na be ma ware ya ye se ebusua na ware wo of bitimi ka se akoso ya be ma kokko are hwɛ yi wonim from una na bi ka
okay
nti ampani ampawan hwɛ nso akwakofa de amfa
okay
be ma na betimi awo suban o betimi awo sika betimi ahwɛ oba ne ade na emum no mebuo ni mu a na wode ne nka
okay
nti such marriage no ebu okwa na mutimi ehia but odo ade odo no mutimi nya mutimi aka sam odo mo ho ba akra ana ba intimi mbem
nti ye show na chese wo Hare Krishna mo nkyerechire mu no mudi nka ye sa nhwehwe mu no
yes necessary ayade nso ye African ye cultural first no say oba ne be ma ware ya ye nhwehwe mu hwe we ye busua mu
ya kwhwe wo
astrological background checks na ye no mo hwe mu lineage na wo mu ne nyina ne we lineage ne ye hwe se mu me compatible but say science no ye feel say hu hia say o me na mehia oba na mehia be na so me pe no o na be
kira say metwase ye age is still now is necessary for you to conduct that
extremely necessary intina I say ye kan I be say love at first sight
na nyama esom hodo a bai no me say no ya boso nsem
say how many kind oh na kan ye say it's me bia no ka say nananom esum bejemimre ena but ye hwemu a ye hwe difference ye maame nom no ye nananom no aware sem no
ne ye
die no there is no education e ka so oba ya ye nyina enim oba he say okopese ohun so oba na ekohwe today's woman enye today's woman be chire do oba ya oba o
okay
ana be man so nya bebi a mu hia moti bench so a mo ka se ni se na chire e be chire o e ka so obema de bema tie ni suban nti the problem ni nyina na se ye nintete ye I mean difficult to say
nti ye betumi akansi so ana se wo betumi akansi so se most of the problems are ye hunu waware mu no ye betumi akase ne fa ba bi gina enhwehwemu a yenye
sa pepepe
yenye background checking who say yemi no ye betumi aware both physically and spiritually yenye nti ena me hu sa problems ya
yes because normally ebo hakra amonye ye hwe biology a ye sickle cell test ni ya de hwe
okay
no but before that no you were other I mean by astrological checks no but me who say even mumienu no in terms of biology kwa am compatible ehun ya so go hospital so kwa check sickle cell ne ho ni ade because anu we nyina natural scientific body na de amaye ti yenye tama na mfidie ni ho a yen kohwehwe sanu nyina no we had that science
we have a means to
exactly
know all
to
these
connect
things.
to all these mysteries of life okay. And as anu we be catch us say we ya bosom sam we ya bia no na ompese obeka no kra kire
okay
ye wo ege man mu han we be kan say so for pon be kan say astrology ni ade nyina ya bonsam sam but yes we president in on ye kan in the zodiac and ho ahun zodiac na ye astrology
okay
inti emubebo ha ye nya atwom ye pese be kan kre no
ade actually ni
but ne kre so de ye ade ya ese nyinsen ye de ya want me fancy
okay okay me da say ye nhwe we yo o kan bibi twem se wo ye obi a oba na akwara no ye nsuo na be ma no nso ye ja na se omuntumi nware nti in this case no se gise ebia nsuo ware nsuo ana
yes ebia nsuo ware nsuo ana se nsuo ne mframa your other elements are okay nti marriage no enye just about say meshia na ho ya makono na pese me ware even ehwe mpem pepe na se na me kan say love at first sight. We also because the end they say divorce at first fight. Who na ye what you meet Matia Hinudum. Now you're the modern generation you are to be a cast a crash. As soon as it but no big cancer, it's not what you and ya Jinahona. And beside who say, yet now we are see, say phone, say car, say yet plane, yet a crash being yasampa. But what say also what crash when you are John Wama, a woo. Because crash means that your body you're mentally you're not thinking straight.
Okay.
Your emotions are riding behind your intelligence. Into what they were be on and they do in kind.
Okay.
But then you have to reason and understand what is happening.
Okay.
Perhaps if you are a cupid, I won't even at the hour, but there's no you be able. And see, or don't I can on the criminal say Brena him or doctor him at the crow. And son, I timi krati as yes or banner bearman worry mono, a castle or dos from Conanidia. In Krishna consciousness, yet I will say, you can't or bar or barney or barness ne tibia, ne submine, and an ascension in ye. Okay. Bearman so bearman ye, tibia and submine ascension in ye. Okay. Yet or bar senior near bearmatier, and yet bearman your batty. And so many see your minimum in me now. No more quite for somebody about today in your comapani a crocro atna. Okay. By you be na in nim sani castle bar on one castle or about nim a castle or bar said dear and in a crown no. Okay. Send a CBT and now yes you hear see more young one near day because it feels say my exposes some parts of my body I'm a one corner.
Okay. When him Mammy Busa we obviously Busa say. Must you check your element before you get married?
Yes, necessary.
Inti usha element no so bet me attach bi so amaya. Say your friends say your water, your air, your fire, your earth, right?
Yes.
Inti sa element we no ho na compatible. So what I say, woka say ware bia obetumi aware. So fire betumi aware earth mana yi. Ana fire betumi aware air mana yi. Ana say fire obetumi there na obetumi we see say ka say ye place o ma ha.
Well, the thing I say about those astrological compatibility is and yet just based on the elements. Okay. Yet here can say water and fire near. If you would take just an electoral meaning okay. Because my catch me but now I say water and fire and share. Let's say obeying elements where water where fire no just by that literal meaning the assembly. Okay. Inti the astrology has to do more with fair, it goes deeper than just the elements. Okay. It has also connection with the numerology. Okay. Meaning with dates of birth, more numbers. Okay. Time I feel will be time your war no or birth star appear and so appear so or planet or you are coming from. Into all those kinds of considerations in a factor near the shop by the money DNA, you who some are compatible and you're compatible.
Let us say Semituasia. Obia yeba woni bia na e won star EP. But how do we go to know sa name man?
Eye more subtle enye physical so ati na hu.
Okay.
So here
and you say appear we see. But oh okay. Okay.
Eye constellations kwan a ewiem fa so e dan no edi. Eno na ye as a blueprint. Eno na ohwa wetin say we share we anywhere ya say no money science thing na we share ewiem we gas in nsu beto and I say na ewiem senche ni tie the say besi yan hwe na kono konfo be betimi ambe ayade na e wo ho because na ye nsakra ya first na every be oracle yet ha ewiem timi ebie ma etene free ewiem. Okay. All those things were there. Until the problem they say we have lost touch with nature. Okay. Until all those normal now sank it me who na buana guide steps in life no. If you say you say you normal and you say kwafa bibi de kwafa and so enim ho hwe. Okay. Inti say wo hu element kra no a you have to go further. Yes. To know much about Obana or person one. Exactly. Okay. And see, okay. If we are to go into now, you need an expert counseling and guidance. Okay. Just by telling you say your elements were this, it's not going to give a complete astrological reading to you.
Okay.
Palmistry also has a point in play.
Okay.
By reading your palms, no.
Okay.
It gives an understanding. Say, asimesi. Now, but year we answer from this year going na. Obey strong attachments be.
Okay.
Into a do okay. By the reading, no. At this age, you know, you should be getting married. It's a bare man question also. Yeah, share balance. Say if it's actually connected.
That's just say before you get married, you know, a lot of things.
Yes.
Necessary. Especially spiritually, no. And so when you be bransan, I will tears ya ware kwan so what yes so. Anyasa the implication na be ba no. One I will be feel sense. Okay, yamra yan hwa ade say obi beye obey saxana so obey oba ne be man hie mu ennam ne kwan so no. Physical implications ni be ye de. Ade ba de insunsu so ade be ba ewo physically you are be spiritually on physically insunsu ni be yes spiritually ni so no you be ba be.
But that's when you what touch on a very very important topic. Recently Ghana had a news be about or new students are more misconduct is here. Okay. One of them can you and I know the man.
Okay.
Way back in secondary school, no actually there. Now you're all boys school.
Okay.
And the man, no, we all liked him, like, you know, a very jovial near there, until he got the opportunity to go a school, acquire headmaster school, yeah, creative issues near there. But you see, that sex impulse, no sex desire, no, are extremely strong.
Okay.
And the idea, if you don't know how to control it, it will control you.
Is there any forces around it?
Yes, it should be. Being why I say, even a sumkra there's nothing in this world which is not personified. There is a element no but there's a personality behind the elements.
Okay.
Into sex desire, no, your friend some in Vedic tradition from demigods.
Demigods.
The demigod in charge of that sex desire, friend Kamadev.
Kamadev.
Kamadev. Onona or boa a heighten that sex desire no. In Greek or more teachings or more friend no, different names or more friend. Okay. Different aphrodisiac and all those you know. Into these demigods, no, they also stimulate that sex urges, no. Okay. But you share your system now, the better system that you say, especially say also see a cry. Do adolescents are in maximum. Okay. They should be segregated or say a teacher the best high schools, no, in missionary schools. Missionary schools beyond anywhere I am schools. At the member could have the man who sounds against no my yes idea. Okay. Because at that time, no adolescents now for their body no age changing. They're beginning to have these sexual feelings and impulses, no. Okay. Until they are confused as to the cause of when I'm doing him. Until say one man and ten and one says the air banner, this is what is going near doing is one fast one what is happening in your system. Okay. That's what we do in Asia. And the assembly. Into the say most of the problems we're having today, say I'm kind of entity. We don't have that training. Okay. And yet, all four crown or some comments in the book horns or months when you're entity, you know. Okay. They see our school we are all happy with science and math quiz. Yes, a school banner being near day. But then religious and moral education at the other. I remember school question. I remember waste time. Okay. But moral education and only a problem. Okay. Obey me by a big time scholar when you my dear or your first class doctor and I say, I can't say I didn't know when moral values be when need any moral form of conduct and etiquette. Okay. Because that morality na about buanama ne talents now on a shaping na very bright no. Okay. Anyhow. Until now we are training our children and the very system they say a church for na a software na child here. Okay. And you're scientist. Okay. You say you're the scientist na child here where you are being on maths, we are being on physics, we are being on debate. And yet we are not I can't say the child grooming does not belong to those who are scientists. Okay. Look at scientists or more scientists now. What moral values no more? You don't have any moral values. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to socialize. Or more being just look at senior or more psychology near the They don't know how to interact with human beings. Okay. But those who are asofo and priestly, no, they have that natural inclination. It's fine first word to grooming.
Okay.
But then we don't give them the chance. It's all asofo there, all the only answer them.
Okay.
But then those times, no, the priest were name all the subjects which needed to be taught in schools. But these times, no, in fact, or more also much that the energy. Any aqua for my so many science and maths.
Okay, in this case, in the year shadow, okay, maybe I was on focus on her some Ahintasem super A1 TV so na ye illicit sex and it say ubi be fat and as ubi be benya beman or ban she amudia and nam ne kwan so because en nam ne kwan so che say omo nya warefo na omo yes ade no eguso aye hwe ye mpensem mo fa ho me Bhagavat na yatena se Hare Krishnas ono na ye president e temple ho na omo kumase emana ntino yesua de papa yintoto boase ne tenase ne sua bibi na fateto mawai na beboa ntino wo pese wo de message ne ba mpacho eye YouTube ho na ko na fa message no koto hosisi a ne enkenka ma question bi opeso bi se bia mpacho ko YouTube hosisi a fa koto ho ya no guso aye kase ya ne enkenka mfa mo link ne ye super A1 TV GH link no e super A1 TV GH misro ye ne sa sisi a ye wo Facebook ye wo YouTube ye wo TikTok enti be bia be fa bia wo be hu yente to America na ko hwe cha kwa ne fa messages ne to woni enkenka ma me da se so ben sa de mam baga m kwa baby de mi bisa ne se obi nware obi ena egusu aye nyina ye nya nhyiamudie physically problem ni yesen
ahona na
we are ba be hwe spiritual side no
ahona na ka kono say physically the problem ba say you need to hear
okay
we don't know how the education education the education system is weak
okay
the implication of Bane say we will have generations who don't know how to control themselves.
Okay.
Your social media, obia face or bad face were exposing one and bringing attention. And penny and pounds so we don't blame the women.
Okay.
Because men none and more yes sir and penny and pounds so they get the results.
Okay.
Men don't know how to be responsible and women don't know their dignity.
Okay.
Or when him say covering themselves on their wealth. Yes, I can taste here.
Okay. Okay.
But on no Sophie said generation now bano. Or be a fan of.
Okay. We in one you
exactly in one and women also have that natural inclinations and they want to be say attention. They say okata no hona umfi na neso hini hona befi na then always are going to
expose no ho sa no so no spiritually any implications
a lot of implications a lot. The Vedic system is oba de bi oja no ho oje
like
the decan other elementals na honhoma honyen omutimi possess so they say spiritual marriage ni adena buo because people are so exposed say
let's just say no a real thing.
It is extremely real. Obo wanya ba o ware kra na ontimi nwo
okay
ontimi nya kunu papa ni all this because of the omoye no obo how war spiritual being be a wire another and you don't have on my own kofa any other.
But how can spirit in so be say obe ware nipa mortals
because we don't know what we have. The name says that when we is extremely expensive. Extremely expensive. There are other elements they don't have this earthly, they don't have that ability to say
okay
oh no.
Okay.
But any opportunity in misusing in order for them to enjoy the then they possess the body and then do whatever.
Let's say woman sulun komu nyaya na nkomu honam bia te say no mu feel bi. Okay, that we be borem no aman sa ayi no teachings ne pa.
Another implication is oba na bema ojiji ohuni as no the next life on they say you come like a tree. What to say a dua.
Hey,
only katasuo bia no you want to be exposed until you ubepeja online and everybody is seeing your nakedness.
So say koba your friends a reincarnation.
Exactly.
When you come back to life earth biwa umba in human form but ubeba like a dua.
A man for baba to aba ube brain so dia obre nyina na man for na bedi unya so mfaso bia and ubegina be for the rest of your life. I'm from a area a show in a bomb because so person a man saying okay
Nti those are woman expose woman who yi woman who our social media holders. Let us say at the end results no will be say after your life no baby you know.
We don't take things cheaply.
Okay.
And now I so popular say free baby social media slay queens, but extremely prostitution. Because in a way say one exposing one yet those things obian few. Meanwhile also so here attention also now when you skate the and you are trying to advertise yourself say remember so that is what they are looking for, because remember so they don't have values.
Okay.
No responsibility, we are not responsible.
Okay.
It's because of we not being responsible, no. And I say, my man, so overreacted because of the irresponsibility of men. They say a man compete with men. A juma cross and banya or sanka, memma no bad also buy because Bema no sanka responsible no taking care of her no on person by. Until they are overreacting because of the irresponsibility of men. And members, we are the head of society.
Okay.
The society be for lay in a member any or bar. It's not bar so more. But Bema no, the whole year on a Bema or bar no so overreacting.
Okay.
Acting a different way. I share many nations are falling because of this sex desire. Many heroes. U.S. Clinton, he got disgraced, embarrassed to the whole world because of say Ananya Clinton, or then a secretary, Echo Javier affair. Obia, it's spoiled his image. Because it's so barely that I did back when here and say if you don't know how to control your sex impulse, it's very dangerous for you. Acquire a chicken on the license. For the Kobobi as Samaba. Into this sex impulse, no sex energy canon, and yeah, it did grow. It is extremely powerful.
Okay.
It is right from the beginning. Say if we are not trained in how to utilize this energy now,
okay,
it be extremely catastrophic. It be cause harm. And the danger of that say obedience may use sex energy here and affect the whole population. Because people are quite yard back one say because let's just say ono baby akowo also on hwa akora na abafra no benyini no also on so dinisi pempem when ni papa hu ni maame so nya responsible ni ade ono so benyini no so wawo na sa na irresponsible population na grow. Until now, what are we trying to tell the future? Boy, now this generation yama na generation where the Muslim say so sama me have one sa omo kind of generation omo na same crown. Until what hypocrisy is that? Then hypocrisy no say oh na generation na nkra na say o ma say na why na say nkra no mo nim say o mo ba no do mo sua no e no mo master. And this generation of children no mo ba no omo ye high omo ye very critical thinkers. Until the whole nya na odi di agro no ba on family agro ono ba get a large
obey utilize
exactly. Until we blame the generations, generations na papa and now generation of the bet and now when loto before I bet bana loto ho.
Until bet me aka say and no sooner I most of the spread of diseases are ekosuibi.
Yes, until your case abstinence is best. Say you can say HIV is ya ba ni ade until you should be careful with it. But yes, abstinence is best because when you the question,
okay,
that's those contraceptives now we use and also another dangerous thing. And my baby they are having contaminated wombs because of these contraceptives. For so many years, she has been taking contraceptives for all these years. The woman not contaminated into a war cry no those Down syndrome now all those normal are crying to me young papa because the womb is contaminated. A crown where year go and most of them are doing abortions and they are fine say normal. I normal because me ready. When you're ready, you should not engage in sex because the byproduct of sex is a okay. They say when you're arguing say the problem is that we don't know how to control. But we don't know how to control. Until we need, this is what the world needs, that education on how to control the sex impulse. Okay. But on beyond home, and we don't feel say an issue, but it's a big issue. It is big shoe to the point say if we don't control it now, by the next politicians, the next leaders, and we begin to exploit the generation in Krana. Now, in Krana, most of the young ladies now, they are being abused by the big men because of facilities. No, the man, okay, more talk, and almost saying Krano and giving them some kind of lifestyle. Now the young man now they cannot provide that lifestyle for them.
Okay.
And see who is spoiling who. And see the Meka said the apple does not fall far from the tree. Yeah, can't say now when we don't blame the generations. We ourselves should be blamed because the generation to become like what they are today.
Okay.
Now for abusing drugs, trauma, who are bringing those things here? They didn't know. Papa could have been a baby on their tongues. I didn't know. On their tongue, man, crying to follow. And see, the problem is that we don't blame. You might blame me as a politician. Lead that way by and when you say the leaders, you can't say leader. I have some total of or the aggregate consciousness of the followers.
Okay.
Yeah, your followers. I joined to be a day tribunal, and the my leader obey so. It's a greening ya. Okay. We should not expect any changes if we ourselves don't change.
Okay. Matthias, when me hear spiritual side in here, my papa. Say in Shemudi Kosua. During and after. Saying city.
Yes, and say when a man and woman copulation there are two ways or buy take seed and a bema take seed. Okay. You say the semen no and a bema a seed no and now or they injected a woman. Okay. Now buying a raw egg no. Okay. Now no a fertilizer. Okay. But during that time of copulation, during the time of shimo no time no be yes no. Place no be yes no. I green tibia don't no be yes no. And I attract a kind of soul no. Because your time within the day I bought her and yet auspicious and yet time I concon. Sunny in an name that one we are millions why I am pie or papa name one and so throughout the 24 hours within the day no. Until you are sometimes within the day and yet favorable for that intercourse between a man and a woman. And there are some times the day are favorable for them to act in that union. And some places also are extremely forbidden. And see, these things should be taken into consideration. If a man and woman here from the Vedic system, no, and now by their born panel, or say so banner bema be shimwa, or say first no pompire before. I don't know about any entertainment and your sports.
But I say, yeah, generation, the entertainment show.
If he's a growing
entertainment show,
that's misuse a very powerful energy. Because that sexual energy, no idea, a friend of procreating. A Yankopon to me is also body. Into a spiritual and a souls, no, they create another, I give a chance for another soul to have a body. It's the idea entertainment and I was say your conscious effort, say intentionally a person.
Okay. Into my members asemo. So during sa activity no say e kwoswa. Now yemfa so ba ne kura egg and the bear man so kura the semen. Yen hwa ade o. Ye betumi aka say bear man semen ne yeso. Or just a can oba ne egg na nsa na tumi aforme eso.
The man semen no you say a contain sperms and that sperms no any contain soul but some of them contains the soul. Okay. And to say almost swimming in a dear by ne kama and say by fortune bit me reach the egg no on a bit me
ya ho ne hiame no in this case no say sex e koso akama play role
play a very very big role. Now, say a dog, semen, a nipper bebre na chasey for the egg. Into a banner saying about Kobe victory, and only the first race of life. It's ba kona obey fortunate so no be enter egg no. On a bit me I start or bit me enyini. Nti yes say nti say last time we no be say Krishna for dins na na eja poa o eti. Nti yes say semen hit egg na. The first time I say egg na fertilizing say embryo no e develop here. It started for you has say. Nti e be develop here till say honam duane nyina baba na fetus no be forming. Nti by 7 months na akra no na seed na I conscious. Into what me te de ekoso abontina. Aho de baba kan asem. After conception. Into before asem I be kan the timer obema na oba ni shimu no. Say a very wrong timer. Other elementals or muchemu no. Omit me bowrem. Now wa wo mu bi as because omo disembodied. More penhonam dua they want to also take birth. Just
they are always hovering around so benye ni pedua form in woma ba.
Exactly.
On my basis, so okay.
I didn't hear na edidi agro. Emu pe. Emu ha mo suma honhom bi na de. Sa honhom no it be bewura won no onom jota nya de. Na wo so sum no. Dog bit man mama nanom na de. So bewura won aso no man. Ezu bi so is too because oye omu ono no use elements. Nti ono be a wonti mi won be mi ewura. Nti wo so bi da ono so mu so nyini che e bi live for so many years. Muni mi answer. But oye oni that body you are wenya no. Nti onim the value of body no. Obe da wa che so ono betimi am mystical power bi o mo ska o mo say for the expense man honam dia no. Na obe use honam dia na kama na okọ. Na ibusane said dia na the one here your honam dia no. And during that time oba na be mention no those elementals meet me borium. Then a hono na they will become I know the be fight here enter into the egg. To be wa prebi na akwa no ni tinye. Wa papa na wa akwa na no person atwe second wo so. Akwa bo etimi so etimi hye ma papa nyina twagya to mumu.
Nature say one hunu hawa obesi aye saade no a wo de akora bi beba mo beba be ya deso awo wan kasa
also because a portal the union between it's a intersection that point no and then I say gateway bema other elements so betimi abora this realm nim nti mo mienu no mo na asa mo kuta asafo no se ma mo ye gatekeepers se ma meki mo anya stronger any other element bia onye papa bia tin borem but mo mienu so mo ye very conscious mo ye nyamso for me very spiritual most meet me attractive very powerful being nyam like a demigod obi o very powerful it means so eba mo fa ne se mo ba
okay nti ya hwa de na chere say ekoba say obi ni obi any the right to do that me fan say bia enya de a waware na o yes anema na o hwa most of times nkwara na omdo omo ba no aya eboa wo masetena ana se enhyada mo awo msa
enkra yenwo akra wo mpanatwe mu
we say yenwo akra wo mpanatwe
mu say
but you know most of times hu bebre
obi
ana me anything na me bisa say so when it happens akoba sa na say ebia true mpanatwe mu no ebe pie mu a what happens to akra no any awofo na ngase
the ba first into akra say what are you teaching the akra say normal no mama cry share mu kra no ya wo would kana menware no and am menware no crap to now and once you can do the same thing that as I now watch no and another implication is say because you know man prepare myself to welcome that child grooming that child will not be easy because any planned or han or ban catch say my phone my fro as I have a fro saying no busa so no hwan but the point is man plan o ka sa grow na woody and fire is but say nka mo ye ware format na se na mo so pese mo wo and intentionally mo plan and na friend family planning family planning and say
ko wo pan
na you owo me ensan
you know we hear the words but we don't understand the meaning of those words.
We don't understand and those family planning contraceptive and cancer near because of those things no because you person about do one person about do jai because the parents they say one or bash ya I want neighbor They say, in an anonymous or more by they are not interested in these things again.
Nti oba ne bema no mo kama betumi aditami akrom de ne beba asase so.
Yes. Mwe no mo kama no na I say mo di cookie. Mwe no ba ko ya pot na ba ko ye jana ba ko ye nti ingredients na mwe no na mo di aduane bi ba.
Okay.
Nti what both of you carry no nti ya say abofra on so when you are so.
Okay.
Nti mo traits na mo qualities na ekura mo no and I attract some kind of soul like ba. There's a man here quite not about swatch him. But the war also fortunately because of karma I can once but one so good karma be.
Okay.
As a grow they didn't really plan it, but because of their good fortune. Okay. They get some very elevated soul be no abebusiemu. No abebusiemu. In the say from the Vedic perspective no obane be ma san be hia mo no. Those times the priest and a guru mama bi honhom no. You seek their blessings, their permission. Nananom your ancestors you pray and you seek their blessings. Then when you go into that union now, all of them have blessed you. Okay. And you are going to have the opportunity to bring someone powerful into lineage, you know. But what etiri I was a busuanum. I just say I'm the number one about to say a kuma or by busuaning in ego.
And to all say, about time, about place, now about mindset. Now, make us say, be a mindset and now we'll go into details. Every time, no. In say worry you so worry no e brebe na yesa nka wa wo hwa ubetunya yesa na ma no because ye hwemu a sebe ye nei wo hwa de we ne ma ne si ikono a obi fa ho se che se onu de anadwo ewio anopo che se every place every time anywhere.
Yes, I hwemu a say ya akoko ana I some enkraman kra no more time a omusiemu.
Okay.
Nkrama ho time bo ha nkrama we did this because at that time omu no so mo. No more akra more time na do that time omu no person more population more expanded.
Okay.
After that time omu they are not interested in sex again.
Okay.
And the human beings so if animals have time they interact and copulate na ye nipa we think say anytime anywhere anyhow. And see the understanding they say a year is a very bad time.
Okay.
A year is all the time where a barn and bem also here. And if it will be a cadesi the warning in the waxing part of the moon. You are a bit technical kakra. And another day I answer so in favorable at dawn. Dawn on so in favorable time. See I say the best time 1.5 hours after sunset.
Okay.
That is the best time.
After sunset.
After sunset, 1.5 hours after sunset.
And just say yenhwa anka if free me fancy 7 p.m.
to 8 hono.
To 8
9 hono. After 12 there it is 12 for the kono. Yakopon say say bibia that time na go celebrities near no so yamonwama.
Nti that time you can have sex.
It enye so we beti mo paaye but so now kwakwa attracting no that time omo operate.
Okay.
Nti there's a high chance that those kind of beings no bet me a boy. And yes, I very strong protection and yes, I die now so they know to Musafa now so be yeah, I said that packs.
As a day a local na say mammy versi the naked.
Oh. I said the other pack so if they have the they can just do whatever
enter.
They want. And see another time the very perspective say I say this after the 6 months of the menstrual cycle of the woman to like the 12th or the 14th month day.
Okay.
And only a best time, but the 11th and the 13th time after the menstrual cycle no so yeah.
And so you shouldn't have sex.
Exactly. And see, there are timings all these things not have been taught in the scriptures we nyamesemo ya kasi nyamesemo no ne yake ena fa we these are enye na me bom mesremo kan but trust them no normal abode na yakopon na kire kwan fa so ba ya bra no ni nyina wo nti those times no a time I have been given ena especially the 14th to the 15th day after the menstrual cycle. I say it is the best. Akwani benya ombetime the best of strengths near. Okay. So there's even techniques, technologies. If you want to have a male child, all those things no has been taught by the scriptures.
Okay.
And see when I quite funny say me a monk. we don't have any sexual interaction with anyone.
So worry.
No. But we know that science because we have been taught. And only a friend on Brahmacha, and a friend on education.
Okay.
It is even if you want to marry her, you know what you are going to enter into. What both of you need to have the best that you need to have. It seems strange you say because now be a monk now on our best churches, but we know these things. That is why I say
I know.
I saw one also much there at the and you're scientist. Because we learn these things from the scriptures, and these are proven where it has been vetted and approved by the Supreme. So you don't need to. We know that the science works, and we have also helped others to also follow it and get the best results.
Okay, ebusuan for gu so we hwe Super A1 TV na jumedie no Osom Ahintasem no kwasempa ne se enema na yebobo so anase de yesua wo hanen wanhwe bia be me ya papa yi nanso bomodin so obeko YouTube hosisi ana odo message no abaye be kenkan de amosan se ensem na ye ka no obeka se ya agro wo question bi afafa ho ye wo Facebook nso wo de wodi bibia afasa bia ya ye be kenkan e de amawo na ya hwe na afi ya bomodin na yetumi akenkan e de amawo ebreso so a ye bebie ekwan no e de amawo na otumi afre na so do de ayede aba no kwasem se ensem a bagavata ebobo so no ano de ne papa ti asem ni yo tieniye papa yi wa wo hweme na me ka kiro wo se ye wo ahonhum bi wo ho a wo nso peso omo bewiase listen to asem no omo peso omo bewiase enti ni padua na yenya wo ha na ye didi ago no very expensive enti so wan hweso yi na se honhum bi a dominate honhum bi a be fa ni padua possess ya obaba asase ne so wan hwe a na bi a wakwa akonya akora bi a na so odin pa ya soma no anhwe a ne kama ekuta no ene se omra me hawo omra me se wabusua omra me tetew yes ebi kro no na beba be kun intinu saa ne ma we nyina ye ne ma se wan hwe ni a eba hawo secondly ade o kan ho bi oni se time a ye de sex eyade very important into me ensore prekope obi wa ofa ne se mojaduru anadwo awia anopa enwumre tambia osi yenye ne saa wo so opese utumi de enipa ana so a obeba beboa beba asase no so a esese saa ne ma we nyina o time ansa na abaya waye Osom Ahintasem na guso a wo hwe ne da ne da nyina no ye ka kiro se ade bia beboa wasetena ena bema mpuntu no atumi akonkan ne ye de bema wo enu nti ena nso no apomden braso yenko ye apomden ho aduma ne yemra ye ba ya ba beto aduma de no so de ama se de munim dada no dwuma de we de Dr. Magashi ye na ena edi dwuma ne nyina sanse enduro no akode ne nsem enduro ne de sefa haban herbs de me pa cho san ho a obekwa kowu enu nti bo ho moden se da ne da nyina no obehwe Dr. Amagashi asye na wo Ghana ha be bia akọ na nduro no we de natural one o ye mfa hwemfra no ono atete de amawo o se ye ni sei eba huhum nso de a ye mfa mfa ne mfitiri nti se ye yare na huhum asem kra mpa choto boase Dr. Amagashi wo hono kwa de ema yare mfa nkwada ka medase so be yensa e de ama me doka kwa ba
ye nua
me jiri se rade ado
onyankopon adaro ma me ho odin pa
no
krini
me say ho koso gidi
me nua adanse de me ampo agye me nsam on say se we adwuma pa na adanse ba
weneje
de bia weneje
wona mo tumi ode because him say obia ade so ode ba what you so
obia de enso be ko e na on say enanwumre no me pese me ma nipa hu say
okay
yare ne mu edi ako because so what de ne say na yare ne count wa
already
me say e de ne kaka akrasa ha
e
count ho si ya I want to say no ko hui eje. Sometimes so yare count to order. Say obi ka say yare come out to wa. Obe fa the normal. Because on say typhoid ko betu am obi aka dem abla nipa ntumi mpi. And then so udi agro so etumi
betumi akun.
But enipa bre wono ma omu nim say the yare opani
dokunim say ade enwanwa pa ne say yare to be so pa but unim so no ankasa wo sa yare
bebre na wo say ye wade bi wo nipa mu nipadua na ankasa no ye wade bi mo ye fe ne nerves
okay
sa nerves no yankopon connect ma nipa adwene say de bia say bibi ye wa say de broni ye sensor say de obi okra o car remote utumi mia na ka na
bi no
sa na nipadua no say bibi ye wa e wo say e de signal no bia wa adwene
okay
inside and outside
okay
nipadua na bonten nipadua ni emu no bibi ye wa wo say sa de ne ye de signal bro
okay
but de nam so sa de ni timi wu abrɛ mfa signal mfa mre nipa no bebre na no e obi okipu yale won ne medium ebi nipa ne yare o yare ne inso so pe dure to ase no on pe dure to ase opede e be so ano it means na say waje atum say yare we de me ne be nante eduro bi e so yare ano ne ntu yare na se no eduro problem ne side effect kutia ni pedua no esa bo kwan to wo ma yare foforo eno nti na obi o pressure bia no se pressure do no oda so cha odi agro
ati kumkum ne ne ma bebre
hormones ne be mre 2 ebe ma ne be ma wu 3 ebe sa ma diabetes nso aba be ka ho what I say
ayo ban so anatenka hoyo
na tenka ni ho ateke ni
ode bia na me ka se obia ho seti
media no enti de wo mu ni de na musu nti amanfo ka se pressure ye ni edu etu ase no ade e de pressure ba ne edoso because one enipa no moja ni mu ye dua one it will cost pressure because wa kuma na pump moja no
let you say emoja no mo be ye dudu akoma no ntumi
pump
enu ankasa so
ntumi mfa wunti ni
mo say emoja no ye light
e wo se moja ni mu ye light two obi won so tumi se ni moja na kan srade agina mu
etem
it's the one srade agina mu e yo mo ntantin fifiri no obi won ma menia ye kan fifiri a won
ti bi do ma ko bi otesa je say ma hu obi otesa
obi okwa ana obi
ono no tissue ana say ayikura
won ti fifiri etibibia oyisu hwe oyisu hanky ana bi won so enne no bebe na nso mpe obre enti abiribia na moja ne ye de da I saw the oti air condition came ufi air condition asata AC mu
tena office air
condition ni pedia na ntimi free
from air condition mu
u freeze moja no two obi won so ne cholesterol so tumi kosoro cholesterol on say cholesterol ewo ni pemu no se buru so aduye ena se ansun so asem ko enti most of time de no mo cholesterol kosoro no cholesterol no kosoro tumi ma nipa ne ntini be yeketwa enti akoma no be pompi moja because of wuntin na ayeketwa nti afene moja ne ntimi ne enko enti obi a ne cholesterol level was bia no say nipa so tumi na pressure what as ma say two obi nso ho no ma ninia nintin na nkasa no sasabro gwem ayeka no rheumatism se wonya rheumatism woni ntin ni mu a it means ntin ne blocky enti akoma ne pompi moja na nam say ntin ntimi mie nti after moja ne ntimi nko enti pressure ne da akoma no so enti se obetumi anya edu betu pressure ase a e wo se wonya eduru a ebetumi aboa moja na light two e wo se cholesterol level ne normal three e wo se nipa ntimi mu da ho four e wo se nipa na nkasa srade na ni kwa srade je na moja
se na ne film
enti enu no obro ni tira se da bi me ye ni nyina mama fa no fu enti me nya de betu ase me nya de be manage mama what are the say enti enu na Dr. Magashi mimi tu nipa for say se wo no pese wo nyini che na wo ni pedua no se nya abro na wankasa wodi wo honam de a eni e bra Dr. Magashi wo na e haban mani du brana e wo ha no yemfa nya du mo sa ha wo ni fu so nko
na che se dok asema wo ka se obi ho ta kipi yare wo ne moja ne widi mu no na che se o kipi yare ne bebre bedu bebe na fe yare ne bibruwa e ba wo hu bi na che se no ansa wo nam ho sa
enti obi wo kana obi tumi gina so dem preach obi tumi preach ne okoda na owu enye so owu monka yo
ene che se dok se nka me to ase ye de nka ahwefo ne so beti ase a ene kwa so o ma yare ne bansan na watu anam
da bi yare ne ba pebu to ase empedu
na se wo kura wo ye hwehwem e bia na yare bi
hintaw enti bebe na no se de obo se yare bi hintaw ne se one kasa wa honde first na ka obetuma ye adwuma bri but no na te ka no abre afro obi onu so otum se kakra bi no ote so ne ho mene sisi so ni pedua na kasa
wo sore kura wo se ni pedua na ma wo science
ni pa so wodi ayese se bi obi a wo ni nam na wo ka chen se komodo no wo sika
no so fa ba pedua ni
ento sa ba ni pedua
wa mo akweli
ya so ento obi o ba wo tin kasa wo yale o ono angasa wo nante kakra no abre ono aka be hu se mi ti tai pai no
obetu ya ka se ami ye sure se no adwuma ya mkoye so na ya yare
obi so era me so blimi aduane na me ni nti a wo mutai de yare ne hihye bibi enti be wie che na edere sa na aka na to wo enti nipa bia no se wo no pe wo nkwa na wo pe onyi che na wo nsuro yade a na se wo no bonsam jam tina no enye odin but na se bonsam jam wo hopa de a na se wo nkwa pa ni wo diabetes wo pressure wo asthma wo
yebi na na wo ye hose
bonsam jam pa me to atru What you try for when you know dia. And the bonsam je woni tena. Or practicing a quite about to trouble some job. And to Dr. Lagashi, me a foot on the one. And you pass what then?
Yes.
And you pass what then? My Yariant now, and keep Brony a kind yes and Uncle when Uncle Paul can't send me Ezekiel 47 the best for 8 no. Was it a proclampo at that honor? Nsuo na etona ebuso no ekoba puma na asepo yale epokura hia yale sa wo na wo hia yale sa what am I saying epo hia yale sa wo na wo hia enti nipa bia no e wo se wo du tum se sempo se obi benyawo in spiritual side yare so no be fa nyawo
okay
apart from say nipa ne benyawo yare mu no nipa no tumi se wa bra
so obi pese oyi obi a den of the day dey ehunu se yare bi
yare no be to ama obi betumi do akọ be to yare ama obi be to
say enye no a ontumi nye hwe
na enye no ade na be yo obi anu hu odin no na ni da ho no say nipa nde ne ye no ontumi nya hwe enti se wo no to na say yare ne sha ase na say hu se atamfu bi se wo yare echi a yare ni be guwe no ase yare ni be kun yare mo owura ho hwe eno me calculation ni wa ha opani be me bia ne be manya dwuma bia nko heaven ase ni bia me ka wo me boni pe bia akokọ se season bia ni pe nyankopon yi no on se tetemle mu no wo nyankopon yi Mose na ma o Mose no opododo ye mpenso anka obi opododo no ye pentem entie no
mfa ne ni ade ekura
what asema say John the Baptist no ye obi asabi no otibusha wo ntotumbe yanso nyankopon yi ni sa omo mpenso no omo tie no and so na ye mpenso anka be ka se obi o ntotumbe na e wo de wabodam ye ntie no enti season bia ni pe nyankopon yi ni se akwa we temo ha wo ni mama ni ase enti midinim de ne man to wonfa nye de emmo Dr. Magashi tie mimi krom fo pempem fo nyina ye nim yare eni nim se de yare sitie ye nim se de yare guni penmase enti se nyankopon nim se Dr. Magashi fa eduro no kosa obo yade a metimo ha wo ni mama ni ase enti se na utie mi a branch ni ye bi oba bi ha Kumasi ye mazi makro Accra e Kaswa prison junction takra de ya pawan kejebri tachiman so ye Henswa brigade takwa ye obogo so power line ena Kofodua fo nyina na ye Kofodua highways wani cha kodum kwan na si Kofodua highways wo number na good tv na se fa kekene to anamo de ebra me se obi a ne be manya adwuma tie Jacob ebra oba be wu no Genesis chapter 29 verse 21 no was Jacob kas e ka che Laban say me tam aso se mba be wu nti fa me yere be na me na ansa na me wu opani wo ti ase wo be mawu enema mami bi ba hospital me check na me say mami ade wu ko weja na say ontimi twatew mi kunu onye he fe ne ba ne ma ne mema me asema mami ne kai no papa ne ba no me duru ko mama nanto
sure
because of oba na ba hospital there
we dey ache no
me dey che no afi mami ne da maso isra na mi so na nkopo ma wonyi nche se de be ya obegbo na ma no mami pedimo ni ko to jokra so kra ye enso wo hia enti se wo to ho na se se
yo so ma
wo de kofa
ene wara
oba na to ye kama na ka chen se mpacho me be manya adwuma titan ho sa wo be hu de si fa number na the tv so no to na mo na ye be bo Emma ato
this time na yete Bangalore bi na Bangalore ho na yete ne o krama mienu no na kese panina no mu no yesa no ana oba no se me free outside be fi o pa kwa wo koro onso ntumi nya kese ne ho
ntumi ka jo be ra o ma be manya gba no
o to kosa tese ne yiri ko biom kora ji so the list
obi ni bako
one person we got told am patch for doctor numbers no what
for na mo bra
for doctor numbers no to na mo o fra bia o baby e be mo akọ kama na wakọ akwaje apomide why me da se so be say Dr. Magashi aso ye ne so yare so se obekwa yare se bibia se o ye try eduru na mo o de adwuwe kwohwe o de manage ne hwa de debi ehwo de do de be ma mpacho onum ya pa na yare na se atu ani nti ye do ase so be ne sa fa numbers na ko yankopon ya adom ochena so ye ne nyina koho na kwaje bre na o de wonhwew na wo hontow entra ma yare ne mo wansa de obeye ne se ko na koye nhwehwemu na nhwehwemu no atumi aboaw ma wahunu yare a ahinta wa wonhunu no na watumi ado ho medase se obeye ne sa Dr. Magashi ya dase se wonso waje bre na aba be kyerɛkyerɛ wo suma Ahintasem so enche kra ye be kwa ahoma so na de wo me ne se yeda so gyinam ye hwɛ enamu nhyiamudie ne de etumi de bre enipa o wiase Ohawa hodo kwadanda amane enkwala ba sese ye control bi en control ni nyina sa ewodi efre enya kwa sa me paacho onam hyiamudie no eye spiritual activity kase eye huhumu ade kase enya se physical sa o wo de ayo te se yen sese de entertainment baga ba me boana sese ambo sese entertainment full entertainment maybe no mo.
Yes, and I some blame on because je kan ho ye didie enwani bo ha odi a stimulate sexual drive no. Nti enwani a turn up once nyina has influence e wo ya dream. Nti valid science just say aduani a obedi. Nipa kro na wonu aduani no adwente bia wo ni
tumo de no
affected na
obedi no.
Tuti mi ko towa che ko toko bi di ana so hon your style because ani pa ko na aduane na
ono nimbotaya ode no nti na chese nka de wo chire de se be pa ko bia no na aduane o
obi ayo na aduane sese ko ya bibi delivery what be woni mu aduane no woni de ode aduane na eba oba ya so wedi obu akọ pentam ya ntam na comedy me nipa no nim ni bebia o gbedu da neba nso nim ni bebia but nim didia ye wo ye ho first no obi otiban okra no ye no aduane ase nkwadi because you say ye hu but say the onu aduane nim no the aduane ba no nim no
but still na
ya no wedi
wo akukudro so obi Arade omwayen abusanfo betumi de message no afa super A1 TV GH e wo YouTube ye bekenka de amafabra nteme breso a ye bebie kwan na so anya kwanya wafre na wo de aba na de mebu senie bagava mamusa we yo na chese se ye hwemu a ennam nhyiamudi ekoso aye wa honhom so abo god omo wa randa omo pese omo penetrate no omo famu ba ewiase enya sa na chese ennam nhyiamudi anya de bia nkese se nipa didi agrosa
dabi eye purely spiritual activity enyamesom abane mention with enyamesom bible ko say monwo na sempo anwanwa nti adwumadi a yakopon power ye say yam procreate on his behalf yakopon na ahye ma ya san hwade no they say misuse na yabu yakopon nimtia we have misdirected the purpose of that energy no nti Baba Gita Krishna Kai, the choice of Kachi and Son for Junior said, I'll say I am sex life, which is not against religious principles. In the any idea a tia in Yakopomra, but a idea a man Yakoponim and Yam daddy. But a muse na, and the idea say a two, say police new creature a binds mange, called what you bought a Kroman Hobine. But sad to an or be quite kuresa to no. No the training paso enye training so exactly bet me action
nti metumi abusa say so obi have sex enyam ne kwan so is there any punishment a nipa no wonya free mu na?
Yes, the immediate punishment they say wo akra a big responsibility because we have to take care of our krana free krabem and now no we who say reality no economic difficulties no in taking care of children and until na your person avoid that difficulties no but you enjoy the sex pleasure no but then that idea bia beginning na de no na eche na anwono no o ya no ahwe ye because a beginning looks like a very nice activity but after say when you say we na kwa no bet me ahwe akwa na 25-30 years kwa na oda so tifie
but some dey wo ma rekra
sanity intenye easy nti the implication is say ni chwomu ye say oba ne mama nkuta hudi the first thing woman say another thing is say we want to co-create with God. It has two sides. The other side they say so the reason why I say a person ye training ye danen kakra ye hwa bible mu a ye te asem bi say na the a friend is saying the Lucifers bisa no wo Nyankopon China oba onso so paso Nyankopon ni bi nya born say oba ha dia Nyankopon dia ba akopɛ this also ba ha na onso ba ya wa dia nti that similar ideology is say we want to co-create with God, we want to also procreate like God is creating nti the kind of punishments I want to say oba obenyin say oba bresa because the beginning looks very sweet but the end product they say how oba pre na wa fanyin say for 9 months akwani bie wi nso a the child will take like 20 plus of your years to take care of the child and do all this is indirectly, a punishment for those who don't do it in a right consciousness. A punishment. Okay. But one now more year in a spiritual activity na yenshira. Because our crown baba yenshira me busuani adi na. Into the implications the first thing is our crown na wo na ba no. Obeye no me aba wiase ni na. Because a boy deemed the side of Hitler. A bit is out of Osama bin Laden. The same kofu mu ya bonsamfo. I mean say na because mu kuni pa omu nya no hu. Ba hwan mo na do mo bai. Free baby no more free different planets. My papa been a dombasa serious.
Let's just say between say because of say activity na say oh you know on the right consciousness in into. We bet me will be about no betting to the whole nation, to the whole like what crowd na so miss na what mean what na say now crowd then menum who say me okay let's just say akra na ni ya say a problem to you the parents
and the whole society. And a boy also our for no so ka ho or wo akwani we are one fan ho
and the papa for na yes sir.
Yes,
obenya papa for 10 and no obenya ma me ba
ko no kremo
so say
but so her especially girl child yemfa emofra maiwa eni agro they say akra wo na after SS I say yene kobo bra yene onkobo bra wen he
some of the communities are the unhunu ho no me person me community but you know at the moment obehu say otumi hu
so man
one fa hu bi okura
but entesa that is not how we don't protect our children.
Okay,
because I say yeah dwinen kra no ho na matususu am you say the best way to take over. And last week I can say oh akra no hwa akwa ne hyebre musa abofra ma wonu say ni na otie na mentete no sa kwan pa no so emi bre o ha school nipa akra no o so
nti say akra ne hyebre nya obetumi adane no manayi
ntimi na no to we I can say we dey aboyefo asesa na hyebre ne ade be ye bi no betumi asesa be hyebre na kopon kwan ne hyebre sesafo.
Okay,
but there are other elements no me say omotimi delay o.
Okay,
they
will delay you
exactly, in life but omotimi sesa no akwa to say why delivery na the package number but package ni buy bopunu musa ba de hwehwe waso nti won tese ye bopunu ni mo so moko ba on timi fan ko tu fie o mo abasa ba bom sa nti opportunity ni nyina baba but won timi make best use out of it.
A bit delay.
But say obebed also bad be adane na oboa yakopon kwan se besesa
enti ebetumi aba say obi betumi delay obi sebre ne saa to say nipa ne bewu
it me see nipa kon so
kama na ntumi am function
nipa kon so kama no we guys we so be na ba wuramu
ya wo a ye delay wo no ya wo kama no and say kama ne de ntumi nya ho hwe
wonti nya ho hwe yakopon kwan I just say wo hu say ade na mintimi it's a cut source no me cut back to the source because mintimi nya ho hwe so focus why we do security do nsi na we do security nyankopon kwa na betimi asesa in betimi aboa o ma hye benagina we eduro bi no ha betimi
enti hwe se wuyi memfanse wayi nipa be 10 egina ho a wo mo nya enamu nkitahudi a wo manfa ne mra kwan so ati ase fanse ema 10 no ena wo nya enamu nkitahudi a wo manfa ne kwan so ena ekoba ase sa 10 ni nyina nyinsen ye hwe ade o emudodo se ne betumi de best souls aba ewiase
aka say less to one
anya
omia bia mutie ya baako
and be the blessed soul abasa so and the karma near very good
mutie ya
and ya be yire
and I yesa hwe from another perspective enkra no nso so no wa kra na etobi akrebu o ha ya wo no ebu o ha oba time bu o ha wa ya abortions be there wo nti wo san kras na bofra no so dey na wa ya ono so karma no say because of born on to in the past life no you never see the light of the day. Uboto mani a pow e photo
enti abofra wono so ya bot no so ne kama ono so abewi ase panya beye bibi
ono so beye
enti because of that enti no ono so no ya see
ono so
anti wo say ajebre na ekomu pa
wa o jinkofo gusa no so wa face the same
ono so baba me yira
but who deny nkofo their right to even see the light of the day one man mpo empia ma hu say area na ni it once you face the same consequence.
Hey, okay, abusianfo baga vat we de jebra na twem na meba abusianfo se we mo hu enkomobo no ekọ obi kama no yesi nya de obehu asase so da nti obeto yefunu mu apa because ono so ba wiase na brabo obebo rade hu yemobo na de na behu aha ahoma no na ye de atoso no mpacho so betumi afre obetumi so de o message na akọ YouTube woni akenka de ama kama obetumi abaso sisi ya why ya e crowd see team course no hello. Hello.
Hello, Larry. Good evening.
Good evening. Akwa about any baby of Refi.
Larry.
DJ Keteki. There be on our first call. I had if it's you.
You catch a radio. I'm more about one kind of thing. A bit near the hour time. At the point from beginning at night, you pass the pay one city. I'm 20 baby. I'm a couple. Bye-bye.
Medasi DJ Keteki. Hello. Abusianfo your course na home run a good TV na mesro. Ofra ma o TV the volume na perform. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Me patro dey baby afrefi.
Good evening.
Good evening. Dini baby afrefi.
Patro me the girlfriend me take it baby.
So adrum patro you.
Okay. Patro na okay kade. So bia or what woman you have this. Number 2. Say do no pale you want one yellow habit at the digital one won't now so the meantime yes just yeah and if I know big when you're cooking
okay Mate you better why
that's what it
you be yan woman. Why? Hello. Good evening. Would anybody are free for mommy? What's so free for him first? Me patro you team. Oh, Frosty. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Didn't baby afraid for you? Me patch you to you.
Me patch program number is more than the Kena. Management, I said. You don't follow your you said I
Matthias, you, Miss Medassi. Okay. It's you. But you say, hello. Good evening, sir. Didn't baby are free fee. Me patch you to Puku.
Number man say I going to come on one. I'm not really commission here where I'm.
I know dear, me you are no come my rare and a reincarnation is real. Why? Nimi enu nyina ye adwuma. According to Krishna's teachings, nimi enu nyina ye adwuma.
Okay, jam me catch me go on challenge ni television.
Osi Nyankopon ye den.
Me jama me klejin wa chinye wa dwuma, o mo kama ni ni.
Ah we wo ho pa why? Wo ho why? Any probably we are saying.
Come on in your wife. How are you? I'm not really calculating you.
Oh, why?
Mati,
Yadasi. Hey. Hello.
Yeah, but good evening.
Good evening. Didn't baby are free fee.
But your friend is practicing you from us.
Kevin Pejaoneka cry to you.
If I do, I'm a similar to say, come on and make a
Come on here, dear. Oh,
if I can.
Patroyati. You be young, am I? Why? Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, my quite didn't baby are free. Good evening.
Me pacho, if me wanna go to the Kagamuase.
Me patriot you honorable.
Now, so quite a few of Pangana and the Dodgy.
What's me beside the question or the dodge?
About me, my share the game. Yeah, no, I won't go. I don't know what I know. You know, how much you why? Often you say I won't. Yeah, I won't share when you mean. But you will tell me I know Calco one side and go. That's what we tell you. I want once a month. I count here. One was him. Education is not another time.
Okay.
It is somebody that will be there. Catching and doing up with the long chicken. You know, the government also go. So take your copy. A couple of us.
Okay.
Don't let me keep just a few days. The other is money.
Mate, obetrim, why? Yadasi, honorable Yadasi, Papa. Hello. 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 I'm honest, why is she? Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, didn't baby are free.
I was there presenting on Korea.
Me patriot you, Simon.
So, Labo, and I will make a child in my own.
Okay. Okay. Yadasi. Of friends to be to me about. Hello.
Hello.
Open name more about Dini baby or free fee.
I'm sure be a broker.
Okay.
Famous Kaja, number some just Papa on in Bingo. And the thing because how I know Castle or by phone and what you're saying. The only question is Oba so or you indicate that or you different and now or dressing so or you different. If you see go on nothing. The only name is Binasi. We are not going to be naked now, the kind of bow when that one part.
Yes, oh, quiet, why do you know about now? You're the own part when then, yes, sir. Do the opposite.
Because and the number so it's now make a the thousand minutes and some just Hare Krishna or someone now can and then side and it move up for it now you see and Quran do oh you do my own what the best or me share and no I will for them high banner say Nakopan fan e takola the person you
Mate. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Patrick Makwabo, didn't baby are free fee. Patrick Breby also the
Yes, I'm
me patriot you.
Because I am not
Yeah, that's it.
by one, you can be there, you know, now I'm going to say, or I'm a bad. It's not
When you know, kakra mame.
Hello.
Hey, Effie be so awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Or ban them. About and become the
okay, Mate. What you mu kakra na ebi obenya akwanya no asan atimu ama why? Okay. You yes sure that's it. Hello.
Hello.
Me pacho ya mwakwa body ni baby of free fee.
Pacho yo me dey that intercept action feature.
Me pacho it you.
Yo, and you I'm a student. Papa,
okay.
Near the master. Now, the question me by the I said that to me about nature or that I should be when you make it more than that. No, but they are not a 3 minute to my part. None of you but maybe I bear your class TV. And now, what I we do another. Who matter no as you can see what's one. Okay.
Mate, answer that. Answer that pa. Yam fa do chat to wine questions in the doors near to me. Hello.
Hello.
Yam akwaba, we didn't baby free fee. What's your friend saying? Oh, my TV volume then call from why? Yes, wrong. What's your did say?
But you, the thing is, I'm now, and the talk about you. Well, if you was say, you see the answer, spirits and Abba, and I say, you send it to Bana, spirits and Swaba.
Okay. Open so who time a home no na say during sex no home no e bra obeba abefa we no nyesa na opese oka.
Aha.
Mate. Me da se papa yi. Abusuafo mo nim yemfo fra dwumadi ni sia questions aba ne doso ya nyere ho aye ntumi nya no ansa na ya soro yenso ye pese obi anya na sem no anu yi se de be ye beboa why me da se papa yi bagavat mpacho yemfa de otwato edie en start wose se wa me ehunu se ye wo energies bi ana se we for honhoma efa nhyiamudie no so no na de bass asase so eye breben
dedi kan emremi no dedi aye ebra nhyiamudie ne koso no
okay
wosin bowura
okay
nhyiamudie
die mu okay
ana ye to so ye aturo bi a akwa na fafuro wi na oba na fafuro wi no wotimi sa so bowura nyinsani ano so si nti aturo bi a nti ya say recommendation say so ense yanka so oba na fafuro wi a ho asem na yankan but so oba na fafuro wi a yo enum bo ho so ni kwan so ye no obi so busa say so obi da deja ano so ni na anya de eboa and all that there also kata ho ni kwan so da deja because ano so attracted those elementals na ba ho nti oba a oba fafuro so ni kwan so da ewia gede na no emoa a free by 12 o'clock about 2 o'clock you are some ahonhom bia we are very dangerous, especially Thursdays. During Thursdays we are very nti edu that time ni kwan se go ba opem for that time na obetimi asonda ya boni bebre wan hwe agua ni nyinsan no obetimi apon like obetimi affect ni nyinsan ni ade no nti oba na fafu awie no so ye wa akwankyere ni amanye bi oba no be ya ebeboa bo akwa no ho ban na bo no so opem for no ho ban. Yes.
Hey.
See, I know your friend antenatal care. In your hospital,
nature say spiritually, no. mutumi ye saa you so antenatal care no
Yakopon na hyehyɛ before boni be kire all those things no na
let's say enye good so be better naked
enye advice about that
until even say after so be sex we cry you should put something on
yes also cover I mean yeah also
and open for so na area
okogare and adjon so a free 12 body console say ne kunu ban no
and adjo eni kwa so udware okogare a say ne kunu ban nti area 12 to 2
hono
eni kwa so order but after 2 no betumi ada okay obi say time e bress say e dey sex
and I'm say a chire mu say best 1.5 hours after sunset and then the best time
just say between 7
to free 7 had the call you don't find say free 7 had the call
10
hono baby
okay
but then after 12
hot so I won't me pin yet
yes
so we shouldn't do that and after 12 no so kwesi brebe
after 12 to 2:30 hono na ahun boni di omunyuma
okay
and a free 3 o'clock they back from 4:30 to 5-6 no hono yam pai bomre na time a woni pa nyankopon kuta hodie no obedi kuta hodie
let us say 12 mpai ba gigigi no de
ehun
okay fasu hamaye okay was it say okay so question no cry if I marry a woman would I will sex after
obi so bisa say oni oba no
ode ne ko fie no ode na nhia na na oba ni wi na tena
oni a oni oba na tena adi nkomo ani ade a ntupa che say wunua hu ne ope won say nipa wo ma nipa chance a ye pese ye kase na we nso na bible mu we kwaye say ye pe worst case scenario na ye de ye no a kan say we cry ye
nso kan no say ye hwe Jefta ne story no na o maame na o papa anhye da anya bi abato be ye obi a
so bon pie so benya Jefta I mean o say nipa no ye nipa bi a de bi a ye pe baby na ye de atoto ye ho
okay
ye ka de a beboa nipa da sanyina enye na we nso e de nipa mpa ne kure ba ne kure nso de wo ka na ma ho to
obi nso say calm and anka say ye de
kama de FT for fanche na bi ka se brofo sem no dos mo fanche to be ana no mebo edin so be kan
kama na nka se
kama no kasa ne nche munya ne se ade obaye bia no benya so se papa so boni o de wodua no eno ana obetwa
okay
kama nyina no
okay nche mu Ali Comfort or say hi good evening my brothers and sisters my brothers I'm Comfort Ali from Abuakwatabre I really enjoy this show especially when this man is around. He is very intelligent. So please give me this man or I should take hey somewhere about you or say please so connection greet my crash apostle Amagashi for hey and then sub you
crash na come as
no apostle I do this same contract in room my room assemble debut hey Muhammad Bello was say indeed he has spoken very well to our understanding Medasi Muhammad was say please what section of religion is he or Hare Krishna and why on a temple president Kumasi is Kumasi one woman on a temple president Medasi also a monk into Onware Medasi Simon Oforesi good evening Super A1 TV we are listening to you live at Crack Room Doma West I like the teachings Super A1 was Super A1 TV you are the best thank you for bringing this program from Simon Ofori aka hey Yechiri Bekumuma Yadasi Simon say inti baba tuni bibi say ye sorry so inti mayen hwe wo futu etwato a wo de be mayen wona o tetete emme ya che se o mo hwe dwumede na o mo de o mayen o ma dwune say Janet Jima o say Hare Krishna hey o say Vilasa Manjari all gracious to Sri Prabhupada hey Dama Atam Das okay Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, that's it. Jerry John Justice Basau. Or say, I want you guys to invite Avram Ben Moshe, Reverend Obofo, Openyo Oponwata, Akabula next week. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Ben is my wife. John said, last week topic is democracy. Destroy our country, Ghana. What responsibility of Utumfo or say to me patcho hodie boss Jerry hodie to boss why if I am call I've been calling since you didn't pick my call when you kwan na enwram ye da ase nti bagaba yenhwe na yen so jumedi ni so
I'm said the beka twa to on say sema kan so oba ne mmema hia hodie no enye bedi agro enenya ade a ye ka say ye ka gigi ni na mo sina meje na ya ade a etimi nipa konso ye mu san so timi boa ma nipa ni manyam akwachire
okay
nti yan hwe because of this energy sex energy na ya ka no ya ade very powerful enya ade a sabi ye ade gigi ni na di agro na mo ma ya ade a tumi yankopon ade amaye say ebeboa na yankopon ni manyam no ebedadi nti mayam fa ne say sabi or time bi na time ni pass ni pa benji enije o because won ware ntina o ye ya na mo no kra ni ye ka
okay
ne kra nso so de tire bi ye de ne mene ya ba o fan so ebebo
wow okay one number no mo chira
obi person of friend no nya kotahudi obetimi WhatsApp here over 0546872755 and our friend the same number 0546872755
we dey nka to bo ase bo ma me obi be ka say we dey 2 America pe
number na yesi so be 0546872755 0546872755 upe chi akwan a Ghana half na nyina yawo temples anase Kumasi hadie yawo Amena Bodi Sima Park Hotel and a hotel junction we do one case of share Hare Krishna sorry Diana abofra kra beso on side baba edamase
yes so that's a papa pay ebusuafo you know anam Hare Krishna na you know mkodi nkomo den de odi wo manim ebaye me pacho Bhagavad Das ono no temple president da ne den nyina no ye ne netina dwumadi yeso etwetwe nkomo na enso de ye de bra wo no emudu yes o sorry ya na chese wo ye de awope bia so hwe the implications a ewo de awo ye bia ho ansa na odo hu bewura ma odi wo hu ewram dwumadi no eyo Osom Ahintasem ye de bra wo dwade bia ewo Super A1 TV sinti bo ho modern se dwade bia obetena se na e free e brother day konso programs ahodo a etoto so akosi kwasi ada no fa ho hyem na megidi se wo ye ne sa ebebo papa yi yemfa kwenye so na memfa aseda emma obi bia wo Ghana fa na ha nyina wo jebre na wo hweye especially me nua na mo kewu na afi na nainde na safo hene mieza kodwo medamase seda ne da nyina mo so mo de message efa ha eba otumfo nyankopon hwe obi a wo jebre na wo hwe Super A1 especially me nua na ma omoboa medwumedie no eba live ma wonye bi hwe me pacho the lead team no brother Patrick Dynamic NFE say Evans Little Show Boy no and FE Ashley brother no